Your Nation, welcome back to the channel and for the best mobility routine in the world to bulletproof your joints. Sit back and relax, guys. It's going to be quite a big video where I go through all the exercises and explain why they are in and what their benefits are. But stay to the end for the full mobility routine. So as you know me by now, every session starts with forwards and backwards walking. There is some benefits for mobility, especially with your knees, walking backwards up a hill, even walking upwards up a hill. But it's really beneficial for your quads and knee health. Really good this. So make sure that you are adding this in, but it's a fantastic warm up. The only two things I ever do is this and the stepper. So you can pick either or. All right, on to exercise number 2. It's the dead hang. Now I'm going to do a complete video on the benefits of the dead hang and the reasons why I think every human being in the whole world should be dead hanging. It's the decompression for your spine, your grip strength, which has been associated with how long you'll live, your shoulder mobility health. These are an unreal weapon to add to your arsenal. Sets and reps, 2 sets, hang as long as you can. When it burns, hang longer. Just try and hold on. And with me at the minute, I'm trying to go for 60 seconds a time, and my progression is to get to 3 or maybe even 4. I believe it's that good for you. Exercise number 3, the deep one-legged squat. As you can see, with this is a very technical mobility exercise, but you don't have to start with the weight. I didn't, and I was not stepping off a bench. When I first started this, I was doing it off 1 plate. I was really trying. When I came away from ultra running, my knees were shot. I was running 50-mile races, 100-kilometer races over mountainous terrain, and my knees were absolutely gone. So I added this exercise in, and I've built up. Now this is with 12 kilograms. And as you'll see, these have to be controlled. You have to work your balance. So all your stabiliser muscles are working. Your quads are working overtime to do all the work. And your knees are working to obviously hold it all together as you step off. And I'm trying to get my toe to touch the ground. This has been an ongoing mission for me. I It's one that I'd love to be able to get and keep improving, because I'm noticing the big effects it's having when I'm doing my full squats, when I'm deadlifting, when I'm doing my walking lunges, all of that area where I used to kind of shake and wobble because my stabilizers weren't where they should have been, are so much better doing this. So the sets, I'm doing 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps, and really they are really hard just at that. My progression would like to be just to keep them at that kind of sets and reps, but I'd like to up the weight as long as the form is perfect. Right, exercise 4. Now this is a personal kind of one, as I've had groin injury after groin injury since starting jiu-jitsu, playing guard, playing a lot of defense and playing on my back. My groin has took a hammering to the point where I pretty much got a double groin strain. Adding in these has been absolutely critical to my abductors. I never even knew before, because I was running in gym. I never even knew that my abductors were weak. The first time I went down, first time I started rolling, I tried locking up my guard. Wow, both sides. I'm like, what is that? So I started putting these in, and yes, these are still light, and you can see on my face I'm really contracting these. Really am squeezing as hard as I can to really work them abductors. At the minute, I'm doing 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps a side. My goal for improvement, if I want to build these up, is maybe to get to 3 reps, but it has to be perfect and pain free. I say for myself, this is a personal one. You can add these in if this is something you do, if you're a footballer, if you're a sportsman, if you're an athlete. Even if I wish I did these when I was running, because it would have just made my abductors and my inner thighs much stronger. This has been a great addition to when I am deep squatting, to when I'm going ass to grass. The abductors do a lot of that work, especially if you squat a bit wider like me. I'm quite a wide squatter in my stance, and this has been really beneficial. I think if you can add these ones in, and it is something that you want to do, add them in. They are a brilliant exercise. All right, exercise 5, the bridge. Now, this is a really, really good exercise for your glutes, for your glute mobility, your hamstring mobility. It's really beneficial. Again, you can just do these without weight. You'll see that a lot. I did start with a bit of weight on these. I didn't go all the way to no weight. I started with a 4 kilogram kettlebell. Now I'm working with the 12, and I'm doing 2 sets again of 12 to 15 reps, and my aim is for a solid hold at the top. I'm really squeezing my hamstrings and my glutes and my core really tight. Again, I'm focusing on really pushing. I'm trying, because again, you've got psoas muscles, the tight muscles. We get really tight psoas muscles, especially if you do a lot of sports, a lot of squatting, a lot of deadlifting, a lot of RDLs, and this is a really good activator of the psoas muscle to work them muscles and loosen them. We carry so much stress and like emotion in our hips and our glutes that it's really good, and we really need to work the mobility with them. All right, exercise 6, the bastards, kettlebell wall sits. Now, for anyone who's not done a wall sit before, definitely start with no weight. My knees were screaming on these again from the running, from the uphill and downhill running. My knees were shot, as you can probably see. On my knees, I have 2 big lumps. That is Osgood Shattlers. I've had it since I've been about 12. I played loads of sport when I was a kid, and when I went to the army, I was playing all the sport I could, and it just kicked my ass. This exercise, I've built this up to 20 kilo, which I'm proud of, and I'm doing 2 sets of as long as I can hold it, but 60 seconds is my aim. Normally on the second set, I'm dying by about 30. Add these in, guys. Start building them up. Get them legs to parallel. You don't want to be sitting where you kind of just, kind of in like a half stand. No, you want to get your butt low. And my aim of this is to get my butt even lower and really stress all them joints. A fantastic mobility exercise, probably the best on this list, closely followed by the next one. But build these up, guys. Get as long as you can. And finally, exercise 7, the deep yogi squat with a kettlebell. Again, when I first started, my knees were shit, and this absolutely hammered them. Now I've built up to holding 20 kilo, and I'm doing 2 sets of sometimes over 60 seconds. I'll hold it as long as I can, and my progression on these is just to keep getting better and better with the weight. I think it's vital that we are building and working in this position. It unlocks all your hips. Again, I'm pressing my arms out. You can see on my face I'm not enjoying it. This is solid work. Add them in, guys. Again, 2 sets as long as you can go. And when you can do more, add weight or add reps. Well, that's it, guys. I'm going to put the whole routine up on here. Follow it, give it a go. Get back to me in the comments. Let me know what you think. I hope you all get the best mobility of your life after doing it. Like, subscribe, and share the video, guys. Let's get after it and keep working together. See you on the next one.